like a pro. You thought.
It's a new year, it's a new day, it's a new light. Look, y'all, it's 2022, and I know this is something that I say every year, and I mean it, but I really encourage everybody to always turn your lemons into lemonade, and if you really, really, really about it, turn it into strawberry lemonade. And I know we're not in charge of our circumstances. Most of the let me reverse that. We are in charge of our circumstances most of the time, but that percentage of the time that we're not, I encourage everybody to make the best of what you have and try to have as positive as an outlook at life as you can. But I know that can be sometimes a little difficult, especially during these unprecedented times with COVID running around here and just shaking us up. But we made it through another year, and for those of you that have lost loved ones, my heart goes out to you and your families, and I'm just praying for health and strength and wealth and peace this year, more so than ever. So with that being said, I thank you all for watching and for coming back. Today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. While we color Terrell's hair. This is my client, y'all, and I just love her to pieces. Quick story, let me go ahead and just run it back. I actually met her while we were in line to vote. This was not this election, but yes, it was this election. I believe so. Yes, it was. This presidential election. So I think that was like a year or two ago. I can't remember. 2020, whatever. But I met her in line, and we didn't really meet on our own. My daughter kept playing with her daughter, and we made it all the way up to the front of the line, and people thought we had just known each other forever. And I was like, no, but now we're best friends because our daughters are inseparable. And boom, she became a client, and I've been doing her hair ever since then, and she's such a joy. So Terrell, I know you're probably watching this. Kisses to you and Miss Trinity and her other daughter as well, because I got to meet her too through FaceTime. So we're going to be coloring her hair, and I have something in store for you guys. Okay, y'all. So before we get into the meat and potatoes of today's video, let me go ahead and just tell you what we're doing to Terrell's hair. Okay, y'all. So she's had hair color before, but I have never colored her hair. So she's never got the Brandi Beauty color. Okay. So I've been itching. Lord, I've been itching to color Terrell's hair because her hair is just so beautiful and healthy, and she really believes in hair care. And I'm trying to tell you, when your hair is healthy, it's like the best canvas for hair color, because hair color can kind of break your hair down a little bit anyway. And so when you already start with healthy hair, it really makes your color just last, and it makes it vibrant, and it makes you able to enjoy it, without risk of breakage and stuff like that. So Terrell, we're going to be doing her some highlights, and she showed me this picture, and it was kind of dimensional, and so I said, I'm going to get you as close as I can, but of course I'm going to put my own little spin on it. And she was like, all right, let's go for it. So I'm going to be kind of giving her like a lived in look. I'm going to give her a nice funky bold money piece at the front, and then we're going to finish her off with some toss kind of beach waves, loose curls, whatever you want to call it. And that's going to be our look for today. So y'all sit tight, and while we color her hair, we going to have a little chat. All right, y'all. So I was in the salon, and I was with one of my clients, and we got to talking, and next thing you know, we ended up in a conversation about the climate of today's hairstylists, and just the just how things have changed over the years. And so we were just like, what are we leaving in 2021 and what are we taking in 2022 and what are we over? And I was like, Miss Erica, I was like, can you write this down? Because I think the Brandi Beauty family need to hear about some of these things that you fed up with. And I know there's other people out here fed up with it too, because I've heard it over the span of my career, really over the last kind of like 5 years or so. I've really been hearing about these topics. So first topic that we discussed was the excessive deposits and the lack of, I guess you could say, care. So she was mentioning how someone that she knew was being charged just excessive fees, and it was almost, and he had been going to the stylist for quite some time, and the stylist was just very adamant about treating him like he was, just a number. And I was like, you know what? That's something we need to leave in 2021. Excessive fees and just charging for every little thing just because you can. Just because you're in a bad mood that day. Like, come on, y'all. Like, let's be real. So here's my take on it. I have nothing against deposits. I have nothing against hairstylists wanting to make sure that they are covered in the event anything happens. That's the nature of our business. And things happen. Sometimes things are out of the client's control, but I think people feel like, hairstylists, I'm speaking for all hairstylists, but there's always the exception, but I'm speaking for majority. And I think we feel as though it's always going to be something when it comes to your hair, because people don't view it as a need. People don't view it as something important. They view it as a luxury. And some facets of hair are luxuries, but people's time isn't a luxury. And so that's what we're exchanging it for. So when a client decides to book an appointment and then they don't come or they don't show, or they feel as though they can just reschedule X amount of times, it really does affect our business. So I do understand stylists putting these measures in place to make sure that they are bulletproof and that they can run a business effectively and they can get paid and they can have a livelihood without shady clients. I get it. But on the flip side, I understand the client's perspective too. I'm just so blessed, y'all. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm really blessed. Most of the time, I don't really have those issues in my salon. Most of my clients are courteous. Most of them, for one, they know I care about them, for one. So I understand life happens, and everybody know I'm the queen of being 15 minutes late. I don't know. I'm the latest person I ever met in my life. I am the queen of being 15 minutes late. But I also extend that same grace to my clients. I'm like, I know things happen. So I'm the type of stylist, if I can fit you in, if I can squeeze you in, or if I can get you in, I will do that. However, if I can't, then I can't. Of course, that would have to be the client's fault. But if it's my fault, I'm going to always make sure that something happens, which is very rare that happens. But I'll always try to make sure that I can take responsibility for whatever happens. So I must say, let's leave the lack of care, the lack of communication. Let's leave the rudeness in 2021. But the deposits, they can stay. But let's just remember that we are people at the end of the day, and we need to be treated as such on both ends. All right, y'all. So the next topic is squeeze and fees. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically stylists who post squeeze and fees are additional $50. So basically they're saying, if I have to work you in, then you have to pay an additional X amount of dollar or whatever their fee is. All right. Should we leave this in 2021 or should this carry on over? I'm going to say leave it. Just leave that behind, honey. And the reason being is because here's my logic. If you are squeezing somebody in, that's an appointment. Why am I having to pay extra to get an appointment? Like, what kind of squeezing in are we doing? Like, that's still time. I don't see the need in that. I just don't. Like, if you have an appointment, you have an appointment. And if you don't, then you don't. but to be squeezed in, it's like, it's like, how do you squeeze in somebody? I don't know. I feel like, hey, if I can take you and I can work you into my time, then that's fine. But I feel like just check with your clients. Like if I have a client who wants to come or something like that and they just hit me up last minute, that doesn't happen all the time. But when the times that it does, I'll ask my client, hey, I have a client that would like to come, and I told her I can work her in through your appointment without throwing off the timing. I say, are you okay with that, or would you prefer that I just finish you out? It all depends on your time. And whatever the client says, I'm like, okay, I respect that. That's fine. Maybe I'm just too nice. I don't know. But I ain't doing no squeeze in fees. Like if I can take you, I can. If I can't, then hey, I just shoot for another day. So let's go and leave them squeeze in fees in 2021, y'all. Okay, it's a new day. All right, y'all. So that is 2 of the 5, I think 6 things. I gotta look at my list of things that we're gonna be talking about that we leaving in 2021. Make sure y'all come back next week so we can finish this discussion. Y'all don't want to miss that because I got some topics that need to be handled. Meanwhile, I'm getting ready to curl Terrell's hair, and y'all, her hair came out so good. Like I could have just left it straight, but I love curling hair after I color it because I need to see it come alive and see it come into formation. So this is my little baby doll. Y'all, just love her so much. So Happy New Year, y'all. If you ain't subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting on. Like I said, it's a new year, so y'all don't be playing with me. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and become a part of the Brandi Beauty family, y'all. Like, we really turn up around here. We have a good time. It's lit, okay? I'll see y'all next week.